Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vita, and today the lighting isn't that good. I'm well aware. It's currently 7 a.m. in the morning. The sun just started to rise, but I wanted to film this video. It's already May 2nd and I wanted to upload this yesterday. I obviously didn't do it, as you can tell. So here we are at 7 a.m. in the morning filming my TBR picking video with a twist. I have a large stack of different books behind me. These are the books I've so far bought, got sent to, got as a gift, or got as an ARC while I've been here, which is quite a lot. Let's not even lie about this. This is clearly a problem. How I'm going to be carrying all of these back home to Germany is actually a question I don't even know if I have an answer for, but we'll have to figure it out somehow. Okay, we have to get these books somehow back to Germany. Yeah, as I just said, I shared this link to this form and I just told people to pick as many books as they want me to read this month, and I will then be reading the 15 books that were picked the most from all of them. I'm very excited for this, so let's just get started with picking out these 15 books. I don't know everything, and we also have to do a little bit of math to get everything in the correct order. But I got 1,843 responses, which to me is quite a lot. I don't know if it is a lot or not, but to me it is. The first and top pick is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter, and I got 1,258 responses of people saying you need to read this book. So I'm very excited to read this book. I know I've never read it. I'm a bit late to the game, but you know, better late than never. And Better Than the Movies, as far as I'm aware, is childhood neighbors that don't like each other to lovers, or to friends to lovers, which it sounds so good. It's a YA romance novel, and I'm very excited to read something comforting and warm and also not too dark, because I've been reading not that many good books, okay? So this, I feel like, will be a very nice and comforting read to me, especially because on the back it also says Harry and Sally. I hope that they give those vibes because I absolutely love them so much, and if this book gives me Harry Sally vibes, I'm gonna love it. I already know. And yeah, this is about Liz, who has always known that her neighbor, Wes, is not boyfriend material at all. He's always annoyed her, he made fun of her, he teased her all throughout her childhood. But then Liz finds out that Wes is actually best friends, apparently, with this guy called Michael. Now, who is Michael? Michael is Liz's longtime crush, and she obviously wants to go to prom with Michael, duh. So she makes this grand scheme, this great plan, because she is a mastermind like Taylor Swift, and she plans out how she can get closer to Michael, and that is how? By becoming closer with Wes. So she goes to Wes with this plan and tells him, okay, you're gonna help me get closer to Michael because I need your help and I want to date Michael, so help me. And Wes apparently says, sure. So he helps her get closer to Michael. Yet over the course of this grand scheme, tension starts forming, sparks start flying between Wes and Liz. And she's actually like, wait, do I have a crush on Michael or do I have a crush on Wes? And we're gonna find out, and I'm just super... I dropped my book, and I'm just super excited, okay? I also obviously went and looked at the music playlist on the back, and it has Paper Rings by Taylor Swift. I am so excited because Paper Rings by Taylor Swift is such a happiness summer song, so I feel like this is gonna be a very nice, comforting read. I'm just super excited, so I'm really happy about this book and that everyone picked this book for me. Now, number 2 is The Secret History, actually, with 884 votes. That is unexpected to me. Now I just gotta find it. Oh, I put it in the thriller section. I really didn't know where I should put The Secret History, but let's pull it out. This is kind of a dangerous activity I'm doing here right now. Ooh, oopsies, sorry books. So I already know like a little bit about what this book is about. Not a lot. It's a very mysterious back. And I also kind of want to go into this book with very low expectations and very low knowledge about this book, just so I can fully experience everything that this book is supposed to make me feel. All I know is that this one guy apparently like writes in Latin, and I was like, oh my gosh, Latin besties. It says on the back here that there's a group of misfits at this very elite college in New England, and they apparently discover a way of thinking and living that is beyond this world, that is beyond the normal human existence and thinking, aka they are superior and better than everyone apparently, super elitist, and they can think outside the box. And I mean really outside the box, okay? It also says on the back here that when they go beyond the boundaries of normal morality, they slip gradually from obsession to corruption and betrayal, and at last into evil. What? That just sounds like, in my head, that sounds so good, because I love books when they turn evil because they're so obsessed with something and get introduced to power, and then they start misusing it, and they just like betray all their friends because they want power more than their friends. I'm excited to read this book. Also, The first sentence, the snow in the mountains was melting and Bunny had been dead for several weeks before we came to understand the gravity of our situation. What do you mean? Who's Bunny? Why is he dead? Why did it take you weeks to find Bunny? Is Bunny your friend that you betrayed? I don't know. I'm excited to read this, so I'm very happy that this was my second pick. Now let's see what book 3 is. Oh, that was obvious. Why did I not think of this? Okay, book 3 with 660 votes is The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas. I actually have an arc of this book. It got sent to the wrong address, okay, so I never got it until now. I'm sorry, everyone. I know, but we're gonna be reading it now, and it's right there in the romance section. Oh no, the other ones are falling. Ta-da! The cover is very busy, but I do indeed like the spine. I like the blue, I like the pink. This book is busy, but let me just give you the big summary. We have Rosie and Lucas. Rosie just quit her job because she wants to become a romance author, and she's secretly one, but no one knows, okay? It's her little secret, her little dirty secret. But at the same time, a lot of things are going on for her. For some reason, her ceiling just like broke in her apartment, and she's like, thank you world for making my life so miserable. And now she moves into this apartment of her friend, Lena. Lena's her best friend. That's who book 1 is about. And Lena has a cousin, and his name is Lucas. And Lucas actually lives in the apartment, so now it's roommates to lovers. But here's the little plot twist, secret, dramatic reveal. Rosie has been stalking Lucas on Instagram. But then it also says in the back here that Lucas has found out about Rosie's writer's block, because even though she wants to be a romance author, she cannot think right now. She cannot write. She has no ideas. She's idealess. And then Lucas proposes to help her. I don't know how, but he apparently will be her muse. Now I only can think of that one scene in the Titanic. Imagine Lucas said that. Write me like one of your French girls, Rosie. That's what I'm imagining now. And I will not be thinking of anything else while reading this book. So am I a bit scared? Yes, but I'm also excited. Thank you for the over 600 people that wanted me to read this book. Now let's pick book 4. The 4th most voted book is Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, which I got an arc for actually, with 626 votes. The cover, in my opinion, is beautiful. Okay, I love this cover. I won this arc at the book festival at Y'all West, where I was with Michaela and Clara, and where I met the head of Muffy. There's gonna be a vlog up for that day too, by the way, just so you know. I'm gonna be uploading my videos a bit out of order because I want to upload this video, but all my vlogs are gonna be in order of what I did in the US, so it's gonna take a bit of a while to get to the Tahara Muffy vlog, but I don't know, like my head is telling me to upload them in order, okay? I'm sorry. But this is a YA hidden identity checkmate romance story. So basically, this book, as far as I'm aware, is about Nolan, who is this online chess champion, okay? And he lost a game to a rookie, to a beginner, and guess who that rookie is? Her. Mallory Greenleaf. She won against him because he's a loser and she knows everything. She's smarter than him, okay? But of course, now the champion is like, why did this random rookie just beat me? I don't think that's okay. I'm gonna want a rematch. Over the course of the book, they play games with each other multiple times because he's always mad at her. So we have a little bit of a competitor, enemies, not enemies, but chess enemies to lovers book going on, rivals to lovers book going on with a secret identity, because as far as I'm aware, I could be totally wrong. No, I'm not. This is an online chess community, so you don't really know who they are. So they're both falling in love with each other just because of their chess moves. How freaking nerdy. I love it, okay? It sounds so good, so nerdy, so cute. I'm very excited actually for this. So yeah, that is my 4th book of this month. My 5th pick of this month is actually another book by Lynn Painter. This is another arc I got of a book that comes out in November, and that is Betting on You. And this is just the most beautiful looking arc that I've ever seen in my entire life. The cover is so pretty. The spine, gorgeous. We yet again won this as well, so I'm very happy about this. This is about Bailey and Charlie, who met 10 years ago when they were stuck together for 10 hours after she flees, apparently. We don't know where and from what, but they're trapped together for 10 hours, which I already love. And then they don't see each other again for years, and she always thought that Charlie was annoying. But now, in the present time, they are co-workers working at the same company, but they've started to like become slight friends. They laugh with each other, they joke with each other, they hang out with each other, and they're friends from the opposite sex. And now someone says apparently that people from the opposite sex cannot be friends because there's always sexual tension. So Bailey says, let me prove my coworker wrong and show him that Charlie and me can be friends and only be friends. Nothing more. So they make this bet with their coworker to say that they're going to be friends and not become anything more. Yet here's the big secret that's going to make you all be shocked. Charlie has a secret crush on Bailey. What? Who would have thought? Because they're doing this entire bet thing, Charlie is holding back his feelings and trying to hide his crush on Bailey because he obviously first doesn't want to lose Bailey as a friend, and second, he wants to win the bet. Duh, he's competitive just like me. Yet, over the course of the book, it gets harder and harder for them to avoid these ever-growing feelings between each other. There's going to be a lot of tension, a lot of resisting, which is very exciting to me. And hopefully at some point, all the feelings are coming together so much that they're going to combust and there's going to be an epic, like, I don't know, first kiss between them, which is going to be so exciting. But then it also is on the back here that Charlie has a big secret that involves Bailey and another bet Charlie may have made. What? I honestly am so scared because when there's like betting in books, I have trauma from after, okay? I have after trauma and it's terrifying for me to find out what the second bet is going to be. I hope that it's not going to be something too bad. I'm very excited to see how this goes. I love friends to lovers type romance stories. With resisting is always nice. So yet again, my review for this is going to have to be spoiler free because it's an arc. But this is my 5th book of the month. My 6th book of the month is Alone with You in the Ether with 565 votes, as I just said. I'm very excited. I'm very happy this book got picked. I don't know what this one is about. Again, I never know what books are about, but this is a love story. And it says on the back here that this is in Chicago. And it says here, she wanted to tell him, to teach him, every time you love, pieces of you break off and get replaced by something you steal from someone else. It seems like it's the right shape, but it's slightly different every time. So that eventually, very quietly, and over days and days and days, you are transformed into something unrecognizable, and it happens so slowly you don't even notice, like shedding scales and making new ones. That's all the back says. I really can't tell you what this book's about. All I know is that it's a love story, but the cover is so pretty in my opinion. It's so aesthetic. So I really can't tell you more about this book, but I'm going to be reading this book, so I'm very excited. So thank you for everyone who voted for this book. My 7th book of this month has 523 votes, and that is... Oh! Rock, Paper, Scissors. I did not expect that. That's a thriller, and it's somewhere in here. Oh my gosh, it's gonna fall. Oh no. I'm sorry, books. I'm sorry I broke you. The cover, in my opinion, is great. I love snow, so whatever. And it says here, the first time, this is why I bought it. It says, think you know the person you married? Think again. Secret reveals past, secret identity. I don't know. We'll find out. But it says here that things have been wrong with Mr. and Mrs. Wright for a long time. Adam's wife writes him a letter and he has never read them until now. Which, why are you not reading your wife's gifts? Why are you not reading their letters? Like, literally so rude, Adam. And your name is Adam on top of it. Like, I don't know if I will like you. But it says here, Adam has faced blindness and he can't even recognize his own wife. And Amelia is sick of feeling unseen. And then it says here that they win a weekend away in Scotland and that this weekend might break or make their marriage. One of them is lying and someone doesn't want them to live happily ever after. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of secrets, and an anniversary they will never forget. What do you even mean? At first, I want to know what's in those letters. What did she write that you do not recognize her again? Forced proximity to reveal secrets sounds just so good. I'm super excited to read this book. I'm definitely going to be making a reading vlog because I feel like there's going to be a lot of Luke gasp moments for me in this book. So thank you for everyone who voted for this book. Book 8 is Truly Devious. Very interesting, and it got 506 votes. Oh my gosh, that's at the bottom of this stack, so let me move all of these books really quickly. Oh my gosh, don't fall on me because I will be decapitated. Book 8 of this month is, as I just said, Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson, and this is, as far as I'm aware, a kind of mystery fantasy type book with darker reveals and secrets, which is very excited because this plays at Ellingham, a famous academy and private school in Vermont. Ellingham's wife and daughter were kidnapped. The only clue was a mocking riddle listing methods of murders signed with the frightening pseudonym Truly Devious. Their daughter's disappearance became one of the greatest mysteries of all time because it was never solved. It's a cold case and no one knows what happened to her. Now though, in the present time, we have a true crime lover called Stevie Bell, and she is determined to solve this cold case and find out what actually happened to this girl so many years ago. It also says here that Truly Devious is actually making a surprise return, which, what do you mean? He's coming back after so many years, and is he gonna start killing and kidnapping people again? I don't know. I'm very excited to read this. It reminds me a lot of the Grimrose Girls as well. Thank you. Now let's pick book 9. Oh my gosh, see, this is what I mean. How did the Poems of Edgar Allan Poe get 488 votes? Guess I'm gonna be reading poems this month. I bought this entire collection of them just because, I don't know, I like Edgar Allan Poe. I've read a few of his novels. So here we are with all the poems, and I'm gonna be reading them. I don't have anything else to say about this, only that I feel like it's gonna be a nice, short little book. All that we see or seem is but a dream within a dream. I love the way he writes, so I'm very excited about this. So now let's pick book 10. Well, we have 2 books at book 10 with the same amount of votes, so it's gonna be both of them. Those books both actually got 460 votes. One of them is The Guest List by Lucy Foley, and the other one is actually Crying in H Mart. The Guest List is a thriller, and it's the author of The Paris Apartment, and this reminds me a lot of Knives Out, that Netflix movie, because it says here that this is a wedding on a remote Irish island, and there's a bride, the plus one, the best man, the wedding planner, and the bridesmaid. All have a secret, all have a motive, but only one is a murderer, which means someone died and they're all now trying to find out who it is. It's very much reminding me of Knives Out. I don't know who died. Oh, obviously I'm stupid. I didn't read the list. Obviously the groom got killed. So who killed the groom? I'm excited for the plot twist, the gasps, the reveals. I'm gonna say right now, I'm hoping it was like the best man. Thank you for everyone who voted for this book. That is book 10. Now book 11, as I already said, has the same amount of votes, and that is Crying in H Mart. And this is about a woman who found out why she was in H Mart, that her mom has just died of cancer. And it's basically, I'm pretty sure, about all the emotions she's feeling at that moment while she's in the supermarket. It just sounds super sad. I feel like I'm going to be crying so much while reading this book. Since this is about a mother and the daughter, I feel like we're gonna have a lot of flashbacks about how her relationship was built with her mom. And we have extra content in this book, and those are the pictures in the back, which is like the mom and the daughter. So thank you for everyone who wanted me to feel pain, I guess, because 460 people of you wanted me to experience heartbreak. So thank you for that. That is book 11. Oh, why? So for some reason, over 400 people of you, actually 449 people of you, picked that I should read Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton. She's the author of Haunting Adeline, which I just read, so you want me to suffer even more. So thank you for that, I guess. I put this at the bottom so you wouldn't vote for it, but I'm guessing I couldn't escape it, so. I have a love-hate relationship with the idea that I have to read this. This book is about a girl who like steals identities from other people, and she's a faceless girl. We don't know why she is. She apparently got taken in by this man. He kind of helped her and made her forget her own name. And in return, she then said, "Oh, thank you for helping me. I'm gonna steal your identity now." Which honestly, so cool. I support women's rights and women's wrongs, aka stealing people's identity. I love her for that. Yet then, she meets Enzo Vitale again, I'm pretty sure. It says here that he's an enigmatic man that will only ever love the deep sea, or rather the predators that inhabit it. Turns out he's not so different than the monsters he feeds. I'm literally terrified for my life. It also says, he lured me onto his boat like a fish in the ocean, seeking vengeance for my crime. He's just like a predator and kidnapping her? I have no idea. And it says also here, he wants to hurt me. Run. But she sounds like such a cool girl, honestly, so I'm like really wondering if he will just destroy her character for me, which I'm hoping not. So Enzo, I don't know what you will do, but I'm terrified of you. Oh my gosh, wait, let me move, it's over here. 419 people voted for Love from A to Z by S.K. Ollie. Oh, that makes me happy that this book got picked. This is yet again a YA novel, and it says it's heartfelt and powerful on the back. Okay, so this book is about Zainab, who literally has the worst teacher on this planet because her teacher keeps saying that all Muslims are bad. And now she's super angry, and because she's angry and she confronts her teacher about him literally being an awful person, she gets suspended for it. You know, I feel like I'm gonna be mad while reading this book. I have a feeling I'm gonna feel a lot of anger. But now that she got suspended, she's gonna travel back home to Qatar to her aunt's house for an early spring break. And she's fueled with the guilt of letting her friend stay there because her friend is gonna get in trouble as well because her friend is an activist. And the teacher is now investigating her as well. What is up with this teacher? Does he have no life? Get your own hobbies instead of investigating teenage students. You weirdo, honestly. Then she crosses paths with Adam. Oh my gosh, wait, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Now I'm scared because it says here, Adam was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in November, and he's trying to hide it from everyone, especially his grieving father. And so both of them have secrets. Zainab, she has a secret on why she's back in Qatar, and Adam has a secret on why he has stopped going to classes and why he's hiding everything. And then it says here, alone Adam and Zainab are playing roles for others, keeping their real thoughts locked away in their journals until a marvel and an oddity occurs. Marvel, Adam and Zainab meeting. Oddity, Adam and Zainab meeting. Oh my god, now I finally get the title, A to Z, Adam and Zainab. I'm so stupid. I'm kind of like scared to read this now. I feel like I'm gonna bawl my eyes out. Well, thank you for everyone who chose this book for me. Book 14 is another thriller with 415 votes, and it's The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Newcastle. I did not expect that. Wow, okay. Ooh. Here it is. The cover, in my opinion, is super cute. Reminds me a lot of the Inheritance games, but make it dark, deep thriller. It says here that every day Evelyn will die at this masquerade ball that her parents throw until Aiden Bishop can identify who murdered her and stop the killer. What? Who is Aiden and why are you chosen? It says here, at the beginning of each day, Aiden wakes up at Blackheath House in the body of a different guest, and some of those guests are more helpful than others. It's a gothic mystery that follows one man's quest to find a killer within a mind-bending temporary loop where no one can be trusted and nothing is quite what it seems. This book just sounds so good in my opinion, because what do you mean you shift into different bodies? You could be in the body of the killer. Sounds terrifying. And she dies 7.5 times, which I'm guessing then means that on the 7th day, halfway through the day, he finds out who did it. Who did it? I'm kind of terrified. I'm still super excited though, not even gonna lie. Like the gothic mystery, dark vibes I'm getting from this book already, sounds like I'm gonna love it. Thank you for everyone who voted for this. That is book 14. My last book of this month has 399 votes, so just barely missed the 400 mark. And that is The Haunting of Hill House. Yes! Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Where is it? The Haunting on Hill House is a Netflix show. I've watched this before and I loved it. This is by Shirley Jackson. She also wrote We Have Always Lived in the Castle. I'm so excited for this. First we get a quote by Oscar Wilde, which already tells me this book is going to be mysterious and dark and great. And then the first sentence of the book is, let me find it actually. To live organism can continue for a long to exist sanely under conditions of absolute reality. Even larks and katydids are supposed by some to dream. Hill House, not sane, stood by itself against its hills, holding darkness within. It had stood so for 80 years and might stand for 80 more. It sounds kind of funny, honestly, right now, but I'm very excited to read this book because I just have to sit down and read this. Okay, I'm very excited for this. So thank you for book 15 of this month. Thank you all so much for everyone who voted and helped me pick the 15 books I'm going to be reading this month. I think I'm actually going to be reading probably one of the romance books today just because I'm going out with Shreya today. We have a few things to do and I have a busy day. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can hit a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these types of videos, you can subscribe. I hope you all have a great day, even at morning, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you enjoy yourself. Go read a book. Read any of these books if you have them, if you haven't read them, because this is your destiny. This is fate. You have to read them. Like, it's basically in your face that you have to read these books, okay? Yeah, thank you again so much for watching this video. Have a great day. Happy reading and see you next time. Bye!